wine, as well as a designated driver program. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver has more.
You usually have it marked on my calendar.
The 14th annual Barley Fest returned to Merrell.
I like beer. I like trying different types of beer.
Tim Koenig has been a taste tester for all years but one.
I'd rather try to come to something like this where I can try it at first before I go and buy it, because I've had a few mistakes over the years.
Hundreds gathered to find a new favorite craft beer.
It's the hidden discoveries, that you don't know about until you're in a venue like this.
With more than 50 vendors and upwards of 120 different types of beer, there's no shortage of variety.
You get to know the breweries and the people and the blood, sweat, and tears that go into their product and their passion and their pride that they have as small businesses.
Close to 500 people from all over were able to connect with the brewers.
We have a lot of people that are repeat visitors year in and year out, and every year we get new people, which is a good testament to hopefully us doing something right. But it's always neat to be able to meet new people and talk to everybody.
The best part, the format.
You might not like something, you might try it here instead of going and buying it. Then you find out you like it, now you might go buy it.
A Wisconsin tradition, barreled up in Merrell. Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
Packers hang on to win a wild overtime thriller against the New England Patriots. We'll have the highlights from Saul and Serenity after the break. Stick with us.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months.
It's the final days of Antigo's Lakeland Furniture. October 9th is the final day. After 35 years of business, Lakeland Furniture in Antigo is closing its doors. Save now while the selection is best. Save on quality furniture for every room in your home. Make us an offer. No reasonable offer will be refused during Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Antigo's final days. Reclining sofas, sectionals, recliners, bedroom and dining sets. Free financing available and all credit levels welcome. Hurry in. Final day, October 9th.
Visit Ho Chunk Gaming Nakusa this summer to win your share of $45,000 cash during the Waves of Cash drawings. Now through September 25th, earn 25 slot points. Then swipe your rewards club card at any kiosk for 1 entry and $10 rewards play. Earn up to 4 entries per day every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll see you the last Saturday and Sunday of every month. Now through September 25th for the Waves of Cash drawings at Ho Chunk Gaming Nakusa, your place to play.
On crime, Tony Evers broke his promise. Evers released hundreds of violent criminals from prison, murderers, child rapists, back on our streets. Evers broke his promise. Now we're less safe than ever.
Tim Michels took an oath to protect America, and that's what he'll do as governor. Michels will put more police on the street, fire weak prosecutors, and keep criminals behind bars. Strength and leadership. Tim Michels for governor.
And welcome back. Earlier we gave you a peek at how the Packers fared today against the Patriots. Now we're going to send it back to Saul Meyer and Serenity Douglas for an in-depth look at the game and all the highlights. Guys?
The Packers have been hot lately, coming into their matchup against the Pats with 2-game winning streak, including a win against a divisional rival, another against the GOAT. While the Patriots had a lot of injuries going into this game and during the game, one thing about Bill Belichick is do not count him out. Even with injuries, don't expect a walk in the park, even against a head coach with 6 Super Bowl rings on his hand.
Got to give Coach Belichick and the New England Patriots a ton of credit. They came in shorthanded, they battled, and took us all the way to the end, plus some.
After a slow start, Christian Watson took a jet sweep for his first career NFL touchdown.
It looked like they were going to go into halftime with the 7-3 lead, but Aaron Rodgers made a rare mistake, throwing a pick-6, and New England went into half, leading 10-7.
Sometimes those guys are pretty dangerous because they'll play off a long ways, but they'll jump a route. And He did. You got to give him a lot of credit because he made the play.
And after the dust settled and we got a little bit of free football, the Packers came away with the win 27-24.
Every week has new challenges, and I thought there was a lot of good things we did, and then there's a lot of things that we've got to clean up.
The Patriots will play another NFC North next week in the Lions, while the Packers are going to sip a little tea and eat some crumpets when they head to England next week to take on the Giants. For Serenity Douglas, I'm Saul Meyer, reporting here in Green Bay, Newswatch 12.
Some news breaking out of Madison tonight where head football coach for the Badgers, Paul Chryst, has reportedly been fired. Chryst replaced Gary Anderson in 2014. And during his first season leading the Badgers, the team went 10-3. The firing comes a day after a blowout loss to Illinois, with the final score being 34-10. Overall, the Badgers have gone 2-3 this season, are unranked, and sit at the bottom of the Big Ten standings. Chryst will finish his stint at Wisconsin with an overall record of 67-26. A tweet from an unidentified source says Jim Lienhard will act as the team's interim coach. When we come back, a craft show took place this weekend in Merrell. Learn what organizers had to say about the turnout. That and more news coming up after the break.
At a company, the culture comes from the top. Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times over sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. Women who worked for Michaels' company said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Higher-ups at Michaels dismissed the women as liars and even fired those who spoke out. Is that what we need for Wisconsin? Tim Michaels, too radical, too divisive.
Start saving on your automotive needs now at Menards. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline's Max Life Motor Oil. This oil is formulated to protect vehicles with higher mileage to keep your engine running its best. All Valvoline Motor Oil is 11% off. Protect your boats and recreational vehicles with RV and marine antifreeze. Its burst-proof protection is formulated to defend freezing temperatures down to -50 degrees. Pick up a gallon for $2.99 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Cellcom's live local customer service is just a call or click away, so it's always clear where you can get help. What's not clear is why you just went down to the basement.
What did I?
Why you went downstairs? Unclear. Easy access to the customer care you deserve? Crystal clear. Cellcom. Clarity in a cloudy world. Save 50% on select smartphones at Cellcom September 30th through October 31st. Taxes due at sale. Restrictions apply. Visit cellcom.com/deals for details.
Some numbers are inspiring, some playful, some worth celebrating. After an accident, there's one critical number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish, and Rotier's numbers really add up, with over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
Under Governor Evers, hard-working Wisconsin families are being left behind. We're paying more for food, gas, everything. And Tony Evers tried to make us pay even more, a 20% gas tax increase, doubling the tax on home heating bills. And while Evers puts the squeeze on us, he wanted to give taxpayer-funded benefits to people who refuse to work. He even opposes drug testing welfare recipients. Tony Evers is leaving hard-working Wisconsin families behind.
Food for Kids needs volunteers for October 22nd. To help, go online or call today.
Welcome back. The annual Enrichment Fall Craft Market returned to Merrell Saturday with more than 50 local crafters presenting their work to the community. There were plenty of people who were there to pick up a new decoration. The work included woodwork, jewelry, home decor, 3D print, quilts, and more. Vicki Gradke is one of the organizers for the event. She said that the best part about a show like this is that it allows for locals to showcase their best work.
I don't know if I can narrow it down. There's a lot of really cool items here today. The money I came with is already gone.
The work and materials assembled are either homegrown, upcycled, or recycled. A second building was used this year as the event continues to grow. It is their hope that they will continue doing that for years to come. On Saturday, the Monster Truck Nitro Tour kicked off at Wausau's Marathon Park with 2 shows featuring machines weighing over 10,000 pounds. The park's grandstand was filled with many spectators looking to see the monster trucks in action. A group of 5 drivers from across the country put on these shows, doing all sorts of tricks for the crowd, including driver Tanner Root from Phoenix, Arizona, who says he enjoys driving his monster truck for all the fans.
Oh, absolutely. I was once that kid, so, making sure you make the greatest impact to that kid, because that's how I got started, and, just kind of keeping the tradition going. These fans and parents pay their hard-earned money, so that our job is to give them a good show.
Almost no seats were left unfilled for the show, with many spectators even having to sit in the grass. Organizers Newswatch 12 spoke with said they were happy about the turnout and look forward to holding future events in Wisconsin. The Monster Truck Nitro Tour's next event will be this coming Saturday, where they will travel to Yuma, Arizona. The Pine River Volunteer Fire Department's annual roast returned for their 18th year on Saturday. Every year, hundreds of community members gather to pay their thanks to the crew. Fire Chief John Udick says he is grateful to see all the support from those they serve.
This is what makes it happen, and we always have great food. We make it all ourselves here, and bands and great fireworks display.
The event has grown a lot since its inception, as has the department, which now has 7 fire trucks. They are the second newest volunteer fire department in the state, according to the chief. They usually raise close to $40,000 from this event each year. The start of a new month continues to bring uncertainty to the economy. CNBC's Dominic Chu looks ahead to this week in business news.
A new month begins, an update on the labor market, and the most powerful women in business revealed, all in the week ahead. A clean slate for the markets after a miserable September. October kicks off with investors hoping for a reversal of fortunes following one of the worst September performances in recent years. Giving Wall Street some hope, the S&P 500 has risen in October 6 of the last 9 years. On the economic front, the latest construction spending report is out on Monday, plus a couple of key manufacturing reports are on tap. September ISM manufacturing numbers are released on Monday, followed by factory orders on Tuesday. But the big and potentially market-moving data point of the week is the big September jobs report out on Friday. On Tuesday, Fortune unveils its annual ranking of the most powerful women in business. CVS Health CEO Karen Lynch headed up last year's list. Rounding out the top 3 were Citigroup head Jane Fraser and Accenture's Julie Sweet. And Wednesday marks the 60th anniversary of the first James Bond film, Dr. No. A couple dozen films later, the 007 franchise has grossed more than $7 billion worldwide. The highest grossing Bond flick was the 2012 film Skyfall, which brought in more than $1 billion at the box office. I'm Dominic Chu. Get all your business news on CNBC.
When it happened, he was the boss.
These allegations span over 2 decades.
Women at Tim Michael's company say they were pressured to have sex with their supervisors.
If she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed from working on a pipeline.
And sexually harassed.
The female worker was given a sex toy and pornographic images for her birthday.
If this is how Tim Michaels runs his business, how do you think he'd run the state? Tim Michaels' agenda is radically wrong.
Moondeer and Friends Gallery in downtown Boulder Junction offers an eclectic mix of contemporary fine art and craft, antiques, professional custom frame service, and many other smaller gift items, featuring the work of gallery owner Sarah Mender, as well as over 150 other regional artists.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live. The North Woods provides plenty of beauty year-round, and the weather events that develop can produce some amazing photos. Submit yours online at WJFW's weather photo section on the website to share with the WJFW weather team.
And welcome back. It's been a pretty great weekend. And Conrad, what should we be looking at for tomorrow, though?
Yeah, it was definitely a great weekend. I know you guys had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. Hopefully you folks had a beautiful weekend as well. Well, taking a look outside, temperatures were gorgeous outside earlier. 60s, a couple of 70s out there, so well above average for this time of year. Our average closer to 63, so we were all above that today. And right now we are cooling down. Some 30s are actually showing up really all the way in the northeastern part of the state, closer to Iron Mountain, but overall 40s and 50s throughout the state. 48 in Rhinelander right now, a couple of mid-50s closer to Ladysmith, but we will all continue to cool down tonight. Still above average across the state, and those above average temperatures will be sticking around Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Look at that, 72 on Tuesday, and then more chances of showers Wednesday into Thursday when a cold front comes in and really cools us off and keeps us in the 40s and 50s.
Thank you for that, Conrad, and thank you all for watching. Have a great night.